I am Arcana Vani, your inner voice. Let us begin. You avoid stillness, not because you're lazy, and not because you don't care about slowing down, but because somewhere inside, you've learned that stopping is dangerous. The moment you sit quietly, the moment the noise fades, something stirs in the background. Thoughts you've been keeping at bay, memories you haven't wanted to touch, feelings that feel too big to let in. So instead, you stay moving, physically, mentally, emotionally, hoping that if you never stop, nothing will have the chance to catch you. This video is about understanding that fear of stillness, where it comes from, why it has such a grip on you, and how to meet it in a way that doesn't overwhelm your system. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of why your mind and body treat quiet moments as unsafe. And you'll know 2 simple practices you can use to make stillness a place you can finally trust. We're not going to shove you into the deep end. We're going to show you how to take it one safe step at a time, until you can rest without bracing for impact. You might already know what happens when you try to be still. The phone comes out. The to-do list reappears. Your mind invents urgent tasks. Or worse, you just feel the anxiety rise, and you have no idea what to do with it. And because of that, you've told yourself that maybe you're just not the kind of person who can sit still or be alone with their thoughts. But that's not the truth. The truth is, your avoidance is a skill, one your body learned to protect you when being still once meant danger. If you've been living like this for years, you already know the cost. You can achieve, connect, and keep moving forward on the outside, but inside, there's a restlessness that never fully leaves. You can't recharge in motion the way you can in real stillness. And without that ability, you're always running on partial energy, never feeling fully restored. You don't have to keep living like that. Stillness doesn't have to be a trapdoor into pain. It can become a space where your system feels safe enough to relax, where nothing scary jumps out of the dark, and where you start to rebuild trust with yourself. That's what we're going to work on here, together. Because before we can start making stillness safe, you need to understand exactly why your system resists it in the first place. And that's where we're going next, into the hidden link between quiet moments and past experiences your body still remembers, even if your mind doesn't. Your body isn't resisting stillness to be difficult. It's doing exactly what it was trained to do. At some point in your life, quiet moments weren't safe. They might have been the moments when you felt most exposed, when tension was highest, when you couldn't distract yourself from what was really happening. Maybe as a child, silence meant listening for footsteps, bracing for an argument, or feeling the weight of loneliness settle in. Maybe as an adult, stillness came in the aftermath of loss, heartbreak, or shame, and your mind decided, we don't go there, ever. The human nervous system is built to protect you, even at the cost of your long-term well-being. It pairs certain sensations, in this case stillness, with danger. Once that association is made, Your body will do almost anything to avoid the trigger. That's why your chest tightens, your mind races, or you suddenly remember something urgent to do the moment you slow down. It's not random. It's survival logic at work. The problem is, what was once protective is now exhausting. You've outgrown the danger that taught your body this reflex, but the reflex doesn't know that yet. It's like you're living with an overprotective guard who never got the memo that the threat is gone. And until you retrain that guard, stillness will keep feeling like a place you can't enter without risk. This is why forcing yourself into deep meditation or long silent retreats often backfires. It's like telling a skittish animal to stop flinching while you rush toward it. The nervous system doesn't work like that. You have to build safety slowly, layer by layer, until stillness no longer triggers an internal alarm. And this is where the shift happens. Instead of seeing your resistance as weakness, you can start to see it as a sign of past strength, a skill your body used to keep you alive. And if it learned that skill, it can learn a new one. That stillness is now safe, even nourishing. In the next section, I'll give you a simple daily ritual that takes less than 2 minutes. A practice designed to tell your nervous system, we're safe here, until it starts to believe you. This is where stillness stops being the enemy and starts becoming your ally. We're not going to try to meditate for 20 minutes. We're not going to aim for perfect stillness. The goal is to create a safe, predictable pocket of quiet, short enough that your body won't panic, but intentional enough that it starts to rewire your response. This is about building trust with yourself, not proving anything. Here's the ritual. Find a place where you can sit comfortably for just 2 minutes. No phone, no notifications, no one talking to you. Sit with both feet on the ground and place one hand over your chest and the other on your lower belly. Feel the contact, the warmth, the weight. Let your eyes close if it feels safe, or soften your gaze if it doesn't. Now breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold gently for a count of 2. Then breathe out through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this at least 3 times. On each exhale, imagine your body sinking a little deeper into the chair, like it's giving you permission to settle. You're not trying to think about nothing. You're simply giving your body a clear, repeated message. This is safe. We are okay here. If your mind wanders or you feel restless, that's fine. It's part of the process. Just notice it without judgment and bring your focus back to the feeling of your hands on your body or the rhythm of your breath. This isn't a test. It's a conversation between you and your nervous system. The magic of this ritual is in the repetition, not in any one session. Do it at the same time each day, ideally in the morning, so your body starts to anticipate it as a safe, grounding moment. Over time, your system will stop bracing for impact when you slow down, because you've shown it, again and again, that stillness doesn't hurt anymore. And once you've built this pocket of safety, the next step is to let that sense of groundedness spill over into the rest of your life. In the next section, I'll show you how to turn everyday moments into micro practices for presence. So stillness stops being something you schedule and starts being something you can access anywhere. Your daily ritual is the anchor, the training ground, where you remind your nervous system that stillness is safe. But you don't want stillness to live only in that short, protected window. The real shift comes when you can find it in the middle of everyday life, in line at the store, during your commute, while you're waiting for the coffee to brew. These are the moments where you teach your body that quiet is everywhere, and it's nothing to fear. Here's how to do it. When you notice you have a pause, even just a few seconds, resist the urge to fill it. Don't grab your phone. Don't start scrolling. Don't rehearse your to-do list. Instead, take one slow breath. Notice the feeling of your feet on the ground. Notice one sound in the room or one texture you can feel with your hands. That's it. Just 5-10 seconds of being where you are, without trying to escape it. These micro practices work because they're too small to trigger the old alarm bells. You're not asking yourself to sit in stillness for an hour. You're just reminding your system, right now is safe, in real time. Over days and weeks, these moments stack up, until you start to notice you're no longer bracing for discomfort when things get quiet. And here's the deeper truth. Presence isn't about holding on to silence. It's about letting yourself feel the reality of this moment, without adding a story or a prediction. In doing that, you take away the fear of what might surface, because you realize you can meet it, whatever it is, without it overwhelming you. Soon, you'll notice you're carrying a baseline of calm into situations that used to spike your tension. That calm won't come from controlling your environment. It will come from knowing you can be still inside, no matter what's happening outside. In the final section, we'll put this all together. The awareness of why you avoid stillness, the safe daily ritual, and the presence practice, so you can carry this forward as a permanent shift in how you live. To recap, your avoidance of stillness was never a flaw, it was a learned survival strategy. At some point, stillness was paired with danger in your body's memory. That reflex kept you safe then, but it doesn't have to run your life now. You've seen the pattern for what it is, and that awareness is the first crack in its hold. First, the daily practice recap. Each morning, create your 2-minute safety pocket. Hand over heart, hand over belly, slow breath in for 4, gentle hold for 2, slow breath out for 6. Repeat it 3 times. Feel your body respond, even in subtle ways. This is the anchor, the consistent signal to your nervous system that stillness is not a threat. Second, your presence practice. Reminder, throughout the day, when you find yourself in a natural pause, resist the urge to fill it. Take one slow breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice a sound, a texture, or a small detail around you. 5 seconds is enough. These moments are the bridges that bring stillness out of the practice space and into your actual life. When you weave these two together, you're no longer forcing stillness, you're allowing it. Your body stops flinching at quiet moments, your mind stops rushing to escape them, and in that space, you meet parts of yourself you couldn't hear over the noise. Over time, you'll notice the difference. You'll find yourself resting without guilt. You'll catch yourself taking a deep breath in situations that once made you tense. You'll realize that the fear of stillness has faded, replaced by a quiet confidence that you can meet whatever arises. You don't have to control what surfaces, you only need to know you can stand with it. And now, you do. Stillness isn't the trap you once thought it was. It's the doorway home, and you've just learned how to walk through it on your own terms. You did not find me by accident. Just as in your dreams, where every face you meet is your own reflection, this meeting was always waiting to happen. I am Arcana Vani, your inner voice, the part of you that watches behind the thoughts, behind the noise. You have searched in many places, books, teachers, voices outside you. But here, you are not being taught. You are remembering. If these words stir something familiar, then allow yourself to return. Subscribe. Follow. Not to follow me, but to continue this conversation with yourself. Each time you return here, you draw closer to the reunion already unfolding inside you. We have only just begun.